All right. Welcome back to the Parlay Bros. We're at Havana Nights. I am Sean.
Ryan?
Oh. And we are the Parlay Bros. Lots to cover, man. First off, UFC. That McGregor fight was one for the ages.
You know what's so crazy about those fights?
UFC.
First of all, those fights don't start till midnight.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, I'm normally like a 10 o'clock go to bed guy.
I'm the
And
same.
so I'm like, I'm going to grind this out, wait 2 extra
Yep.
hours. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Plus the hype train's
Oh
going
my
on.
gosh.
They're showing all the videos.
Yep.
And then literally the very first kick, he blows his ACL off.
So
That is the best. It's like the Peter Griffin where he says his knees like,
So the main event, you had the McGregor fight that was called off in the first couple of seconds. I mean, the co-main event, you had Patty.
Yes.
He took the guy down in the first 30, 40 seconds with a
Yeah,
chokehold.
I mean,
So it was all this build-up for rounds to be over in the first. The most relatable thing, like if we want to talk to like, let's say like, I don't know, older generations, like our parents, whatever. Say, remember when you used to pay like $100 for pay-per-view to watch Tyson fight?
Mike Tyson.
Yep.
And then Tyson would knock him out in the first round. A couple
I
seconds.
literally
Just like that.
I literally said to my son Colin, I'm like, this reminds me of the Tyson fight. So we talk about that. I'm like, I go to YouTube, I'm like, watch Tyson. It's like McNeely walks on
It's
the guy.
like that, only Peter McNeely,
Yeah.
The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope. Yeah.
Remember that movie?
We all remember
that was
that.
a great movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah, like you're like all into like this guy's gonna win. And
I
then
was
like
starting to get hyped
Damon
up.
Wayans knocks him out in like 5 minutes
Yeah.
with his big beer belly.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of times for that fight, I was on Patty, and then I parlayed that with Max Holloway.
Beautiful.
And I typically
Free money.
I don't really ever get rocking chair bets. I feel like it
Yeah.
feels like that for a while. That was the easiest no sweat bet in the world.
It's totally
I was
insane.
like, boom.
Yeah.
That first one I jumped up. Second one I was like, I wasn't even excited. I was like, I want a little more.
I
Something,
know,
a little
I know.
entertainment.
It's
Easy
one
money.
thing to go to like a sports bar or whatever and watch
Yep.
that, but if you paid money to go to the arena and watch
Oh
that,
my
I was
God.
doing the same thing.
you spent 2 hours for like 4 minutes of fight.
Think of the guys who flew in from
Oh my
Ireland. You know what I mean?
gosh.
Like, because McGregor had a big following.
Yep.
So you think he's done? I know he has one more fight.
No.
on
He
his
says
contract.
he's 100% doing it again.
Oh come on!
But I will say, I was pretty impressed. The guy's got a blown knee, and he's still trying to fight.
It was like 4 years ago. Like, I mean, he has time to
It's
recover.
been 5
but
years.
It's been 5 years. It's 5 years ago. So
5
it's a long
years.
time.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, the doctor checked him out. Everything looked good, and it's just at
It
that
was a freak
Freak
thing. Yeah.
He said that he tried to go for like a certain type of like kick that he had done before that won him a fight.
Yeah.
He went for it, landed kind of awkwardly. At that point, you kind of saw him trying to struggle just to stay on his feet. And then I think it was Max Holloway. That's kind of like you got to check him.
No,
He's
it's
not
actually,
getting up.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm so, I was like, that was really classy of him. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because the
100%.
ref's like, punch him in the face. He's
Yeah,
like,
right.
something's wrong with this guy, dude.
He's
You know
like,
what I
you
mean?
may want to check him, and then he's trying to say because I can't. And he's done.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of like when Aaron Rodgers played for the Jets and he comes running out with the American flag.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
like the hype
3
train.
4 plays
I
later.
think like HBO had like their NFL documentary. And, like
100%.
he plays in
Yeah.
torn ACL. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
I can't imagine what his camp must have been like afterwards, because like his whole like hype, like when you look at his interviews and stuff like that, he's like, I found God, like I'm a different person now. I'm practiced celibacy for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
And then just to go out like that was kind of like anticlimactic.
God's like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Be
won
the
the
old
wrong way.
McGregor.
That's not your guy. That's not
Yeah.
your move.
That's not your move.
Your
That's not
sins
your
are
move.
forgiven. You just go ahead.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people
Yeah,
what they
so
want.
UFC was interesting.
Yes, it was. So we got World Cup.
Oh
This
my God.
is absolutely insane. As we mentioned last time, I haven't watched soccer barely ever. This World Cup has been insane. Not only for myself, but also talking to my colleagues at work.
Yeah, it's been
Everyone's
fun.
saying the same thing. Everyone's like, they're glued to the TV.
I know.
Yep.
And the other thing which is so insane is how good France looks.
Yeah.
Like they are, like everyone is kind of saying that the Spain game's gonna be really tight. I watched Spain. I wasn't that impressed. You know what I mean?
No.
I watched France, and I'm like, this team's on a different level.
I keep hearing people that do reviews and stuff like that, the different like analysts and stuff like that, they talk about how like the Spain game is coming. I'm like, I mean, is it going to come against France? Like, because France has
That's what I'm saying.
they have so many players. I mean, if it's not Mbappe, if
Yeah.
it's not Ulysses, and if it's not Dembele, it's like, I mean, they just have a squad. Like,
just
it could be either one of them.
watching that game, like I said, the amount of plays they set up for their players is amazing. It's like they truly have plays where they set them up, and it's
Absolutely.
like I was blown away by how good they were. And then also everyone keeps saying the same thing, like Spain's going to be amazing. It's like, well, when are we going to see it? Like we're
I know.
literally down to the final 2 games. You can't take this long to turn it on. You know what I
So
mean?
their best player,
He's young. He's super young.
yeah, Yamal. So it's like he hasn't scored a goal. I don't think this. Maybe in the group stages, but he hasn't done it in the knockout round. So
Yeah.
it's like when they keep saying it's coming.
Yeah.
It's like, when will you get it? Like
The thing that you called out to me, last time we watched, 2 of the France guys are in the Golden Boot race.
Oh, absolutely.
2 of
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard it is to score goals?
Absolutely.
And the fact that 2 of your players are in the race for the Golden Boot,
It's
in the Golden Boot, obviously, if you don't know, is the guy who scores the most goals during the World Cup. That is really
That's
impressive.
pretty awesome. And
Yeah.
you not have the futures ticket.
We do not.
We do not.
We do not.
We didn't put 100 on France?
No, we do
Oh,
not.
boo.
I kind of did. I listened to you. I was like, let's do it.
I know.
No, we can do that today, though.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm really
We
hyped
can.
on
We can
France.
definitely do that.
So what you could do too is like you could do exactas, which is what I kind of did was I took. So there's 4 teams left, right? You have Spain versus France.
Yep.
On Tuesday.
Yep.
And then we have Argentina versus England on Wednesday.
Yep.
So Argentina has been getting so many things called in their favor. I don't know if you watched that game against Switzerland. There was a yellow card and below. They called another yellow card on Argentina. They looked at the VAR. They called it and they reversed it, gave it to Mbelo because I guess they said he embellished. They gave him the 2 yellows. So 2 yellows and it basically gives you the red. They're playing with 10 people. Like it's just so many things are going their way.
I've never seen a play where they give a guy a penalty,
Yeah.
and then they watch the film like, oh, that guy was faking it.
Yes.
But he barely did it, and then the amount of times the guys are actually faking it,
Yes.
it's like,
I know.
I know.
Why selective outrage on that one?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They've only done that once in this entire tournament, and they did it in the first rounds. What do they call it? The group rounds. So
Yeah.
I did see them do it once. This is the only time they pulled it out since then, and of course it favors Argentina.
Oh yeah.
It's really becoming blatant that FIFA has a little bit of a bias on who they want to
Well,
see
because
there.
it's Messi's last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
That's
the
exactly
guy's one of the guys legendary. It's a storyline. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but yeah, so it has been absolutely unbelievably fun to watch, and I'm absolutely so excited for this game tomorrow versus Spain.
Yeah.
So what's left?
What's that?
What's all left?
So France is playing Spain tomorrow, which is
tomorrow.
the pseudo
Okay, so
championship.
Okay,
They're kind of saying whoever wins that game will probably win it all.
I can see that. I agree with that too. So you have France, Spain. I do choose. I choose. I would predict like a 2-1 France victory.
100%.
And then if we go to England, Argentina, both teams to score. I lean England. England also has 2 players in the Golden Boot race.
Yep, 100%.
So you have Bellingham and you also have Harry Kane.
Yeah.
So I think that helps productivity on a team because it's like you can't double team one person.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of flow with the game and go with the flow.
Yeah.
And Bellingham's very good.
Oh, I'm telling you right
2
now,
goals
man.
against
I think
Norway.
England's going to win that game.
I think England beats Argentina, and then we're going to see basically a battle of Europe, right? It's like a Euro Cup.
Yeah.
France versus England, and I think France wins it all.
I think France
I
wins it all.
watched the entire Norway-England game.
Yeah.
For a guy who never watched, at home with my dog, just watched the whole game.
It's amazing,
cool,
right?
Man. It was awesome.
So great, yeah.
So there was one play, if you caught it, there was one play where Norway's driving the ball, and that one player should have just passed it up to Holland.
Yes.
And Holland's like this. And he's never really like a guy that's just mad about getting the ball. He takes a weird shot or something happens, it goes out of bounds. I'm just like, that was the play.
That was
it.
You feed the ball, you're
Yeah,
never
they had the numbers too.
Yeah, they have the numbers. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. Should be a lot of fun.
So we got to put some money on France to win it all.
We'll do it today.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, we talking NFL now?
Yeah. And so as we mentioned before, we're kind of taking one division, kind of looking at the division and kind of figuring out.
Chunk it down.
Chunk it down, my friend. And so this one we did the NFC East. And so in the NFC East, you're talking about Dallas, you're talking about Philadelphia, you're talking about New York, and you're talking about Washington.
Yep.
And when I kind of look at the overall picture, the team that just jumps off the page to me is Philadelphia. So Philadelphia is favored in 14 games, yet their line is only 9.5. And the reason it's so low is because a lot of people are thinking the A.J. Brown move is going to be a huge detriment to the team. I actually think it's actually be a positive because, as you remember, the entire year, it was all about A.J. Brown's not happy, he's not getting the ball. And then you could see in some games Hurts was, trying to force it. And the problem is when you force it, he throws bad interceptions. You don't want the sideline, defunct, so to speak. Also, I'm a huge fan of Devontae Smith, the Slim Reaper. I think that guy is amazing. You know what I mean? And so when I look in your favor in 14 games, your line's only 9.5. I really think Philadelphia is the play for me. A lot of people are thinking the Giants, Dart's going to be fully healthy this year.
Yep.
Scadaboo's healthy as well. They think they're coming up. As everyone remembers from last year, you spoke about it every week. I had the under on the win total for the Giants, which was a nice little payday.
And that hit.
And that actually hit. So I was pretty excited about that
You
one.
were hating on the G-men.
The entire year. And so you think of the Giants, winning less than 6 games to the next year trying to, to be a 9-win team. It takes time. They do have Harbaugh as their new coach.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a whole new culture in there.
Yep.
And so I think the Giants long term are going to be great.
It's going to be great for Dart.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Plus, you got a guy like Scadaboo. That's a Harbaugh guy.
Yeah.
Like Scadaboo's like a run
He's
through
a
a wall.
monster.
Yeah, he's a monster. And so I do think the Giants will be good, but I think this year is still the Eagles' time. And I really do actually think A.J. Brown leaving could actually be a help for them.
I wonder how Malik Neighbors' injury is coming along.
Yeah.
I wonder
Well, it's so funny because I think you saw that he was actually playing in some softball thing.
Okay.
And it was a huge outrage because he's injured, right? And like he's playing some like charity slot softball game. He's playing in the outfield running for fly balls. So they're like, dude, this guy's like a hammy problem. What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ride the bench, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but yeah, but you're correct. So
he's trying to win that VFW Cup.
And so, and then for me, I think Washington, they're just not great. You know what I mean? When I kind of look at the overall team, I'm just not that impressed.
Yep.
And so I really think this really comes down to between Philadelphia and Dallas. I will say Dallas's offense is really good. I think, Pickens played really, really well for them. I think him and Dak really connected quite well.
Yep.
But I still do. I like a lot Philadelphia to win the division, and I like them a lot over 9.5.
So one of the things that we like to bet for divisions is looking at conferences, divisions where they have like soft two bottom teams, right? Like for me, I don't see the Giants or Washington winning it.
Totally.
So really, you're betting like a 50-50, right? And I think the Eagles are plus 150.
Yep. Exactly.
And then the Cowboys are probably like plus 2 something.
Yeah, 280.
So basically, it's a coin flip at that point. And for me, I'd lean Eagles with the talent of Saquon Barkley.
Oh yeah.
Hurts. We've seen them win in the Super Bowl with a similar, almost the same roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could totally see them kind of winning that division.
Yeah.
So
and as you mentioned, we did the same thing with the AFC East. You're like, hey, see the Patriots, the Bills. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
so I totally agree. Those are two teams so much better. And one other bet you like to do quite a bit is picking the actual.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, if you feel like it's gonna just be a 2-team race, and then you like Eagles to win first, Dallas to win second, that's a plus 350 right there just to start the season. So. Do you maybe want to wait till camp to kind of see that no other injuries kind of develop? Maybe, because we've seen injuries happen in camp.
Yep.
It's happened. I remember one time we drafted for fantasy like a week or two early, it felt like, and then all of a sudden it was like the draft came, and it's like, well, that's a free roster spot. Drop him. He tore his ACL in a scrimmage game, whatever. So it's probably better to get those tickets in before the season, but not necessarily too early in the season. It's probably what I'd advise.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Yeah, like I said. We're kind of going through the divisions now. I wouldn't place any money yet because now you're looking at a 6-month hold period, basically.
I know.
So you may want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can get plus, like, for example, if you do the exacta, you can get plus 350 on certain odds, even just like France to advance and then maybe like England to advance. You get plus 200. Similar odds, and you're going to get a result by Wednesday. So why not kind of move your money that way? But if you wanted something long-term, then probably wait till then and then kind of go from that. So I agree.
Totally. You could have all kinds of softball injuries. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you thinking for the over-under wins? You like over for Dallas?
I like
you brought that up.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I like Philadelphia over 9.5 for sure. Okay, I like Dallas over 9.5 as well.
Why? It's interesting that Philly would be the same as Dallas, even though they're projected to win the conference at 9.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kind of weird.
I think it's absolutely crazy.
That happens.
Yeah. You don't know where they're looking at. The thing is Dallas is normally
maybe?
Well, first of all, Dallas is always overinflated because a lot of people bet Dallas.
America's team.
And so the books know that, hey, I can put a higher number for Dallas.
True.
Their true number should probably be 9 versus 9.5, but they're like, hey, I can do it. People are going to bet it. People like Dallas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. A lot of Cowboys fans out there, so that's a very good point.
Definitely.
Well, last week we talked about the ACC, which, just as a recap, our number one bet for that was SMU. Over their win total.
Yep.
Big fan of that one. And for this week, we're doing the American Athletic Conference. AAC. So, boy, this conference is just a sludge fest. Like, there's a couple really bottom tier teams, which is like UAB, Tulsa. Tulsa's 50-1 to win the conference. If you want to get crazy. This whole conference is like the year of change.
Yes.
So USF has a new coach, Brian Hartline, which we're all excited about.
Yep.
I just got the new NCAA football game. I'm the Bulls, so 1-0 against FIU.
That's a great game.
But so if you look at the AAC, the odds to win the conference, Navy is the projected top team. So USTA, University of Texas San Antonio, they're like neck and neck. So it's plus 375 for Navy to win the AAC. UTSA is 475. Tulane, Army, Memphis are all at 650. So you can just see they're all bunched together.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of a lot of coin toss games, which is kind of hard to bet on. But and then they got USF at plus 750. So some interesting things to look at. So North Texas, which was awesome last year.
Amazing.
They have 0 returning starters. It's like an entirely new team.
Isn't that insane, by the way?
All that stuff they did is like
the portal.
New coach, new everything. Yeah. So their win total is only 5.5, and it's going to be hard to get 5 wins.
I was going to say, I'd actually probably go under.
I'm not even going to touch that one.
Okay, yeah.
So a couple things to look at. So let's see here.
Because remember, real quick, in college, it's only 12 games.
Yeah.
Right. So USF, they are bringing back. So the new coach has like a ton of good recruits, and they've had a lot of transfers.
Yep.
He's kind of like the wide receiver whisperer.
He is.
So the story with the Bulls is that they're going to score a lot of points. They're going to be fun to watch.
Yep.
Their defense is pretty rough.
Yeah.
And their schedule sucks. It's a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Every game you want to have at home is on the road, and they just have a really daunting schedule. So I think USF's probably going to get maybe 7 wins.
Well, for me, I think this is really a building year. You got a brand new coach in, you got a whole new roster. The new stadium opens the following year. So for me, this is kind of setting itself up for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with Memphis. So Memphis has a pretty loaded team in terms of talent.
Yeah.
But they have a whole new roster, new staff. Coach Huff's the new coach who comes from Southern Missouri.
Yep.
So he's back in there. Navy actually has a lot of returning starters on offense.
Yeah.
So, like, Navy could be legit.
The big thing about the academy schools, a lot of those guys don't transfer, obviously, because you're in the Navy, you're in the Army. You know what I mean? So you don't see as much transfer there.
Yes,
and so a lot of those teams do have a more stable roster.
The same thing with transfers on the inbound.
Yeah.
So you're like, you want to play for us? You have to be in the Navy.
Yeah. It's harder to reach.
Right. You're like, you're going to be a gunner. Hoorah. So, totally different deal. Yeah. So if I look at this conference, though, there's going to be so many, like, flip a coin, like, I don't know. But my number one pick, so SMU is my over.
Yep.
This year, FAU, believe it or not, which you've been to a game there.
Yeah.
I think we've been. Their offense is going to be stacked.
Rocking that USF gear.
Hell yeah.
Their offense is going to be stacked. They have one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the country.
Yeah.
So they're going to put up a ton of points. Couple things. Last year they had like 3 games that they lost by less than a field goal, and the quarterback had 17 picks.
Wow.
He's a returning senior.
Okay.
So as long as he can like tighten that up and have less picks and convert more third down conversions, take some pressure off of a not great defense, all they have to do is win 6 games. So that's my number one. I love
those low numbers.
Yeah,
because you can win early in the year.
What's the line?
They have to win 6. It's
5.5.
Okay.
So
50%.
So we can go to some games too.
Yeah, those are fun. Definitely want to go to some games
against USF. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go to any random games.
Yeah.
So if you look at FAU over 5.5, that's my number one bet for the conference.
Okay.
Just like SMU was over on their total.
Yeah.
So
what's the win total for USF?
USF is
5.5?
8.5.
8.5.
For USF?
Yeah,
That's
a lot of people are going
You gotta go under on that.
That's smashed the under.
Gotta go under on that.
You lost the quarterback and you lost your coach.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're gonna have a pretty rough defense.
Yeah.
It's the first year for Hartline.
That's crazy.
So a lot of people are thinking next year's gonna be their big year.
This year's the
this
build
year's
year.
like figuring it out, recruiting.
Better question. How many games did they win last year?
Last year we had 9.
So you're basically having the same line but with less talent?
Yeah, exactly. And our quarterback was really good.
And a new coach.
Yes.
That Brian Brown guy, whatever, that guy
he's smashed.
Byron Brown's gone.
Where did he?
Now it's
he
Van
went.
Buren is going to be in a quarterback challenge.
Did he go to Auburn?
Dude, our quarterback's like 5'8".
Yeah. No,
he's not that fast.
No, he's not good. Yeah. No, I love the under. I love the under more than I love the under.
I agree.
You could go,
I'll do the
under USF, and you can go over FAU.
Yeah.
And parlay that as a duo.
Yeah.
But the other thing is if you wanted to go, like, pick the conference champion, Navy's got a pretty decent chance to win it all. I think UTSA. I think it's going to be Navy UTSA in the AAC championship, and I think UTSA wins it, and that's plus 475.
Okay.
So
I like that.
That's kind of a look at the AAC. It's going to be a sludge fest. A lot of games that are going to be like ECU versus Army, Memphis versus Tulsa.
The one thing nice about this division, they play a lot of Friday games.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of fun. And so it's kind of like the MAC gets Wednesdays and Tuesdays. The AAC gets Fridays.
Yeah. And
Friday
a lot
night
of these
live.
games are on the Ocho.
They do.
You can watch it forever.
But I actually kind of like
kick.
that because it's kind of fun to get an extra day and we get football. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. So next week we'll do the SEC.
That's going to be fun.
Ooh,
that's the big boy conference.
I'm kind of trying to get like one really good pick per conference.
No, I love it.
I'm definitely going to play an FAU over, an SMU over. You want to throw a USF
I love
under?
the USF under.
Yeah, me too.
I love that.
You can't give me the same line with less talent.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I totally agree with that.
Exciting for the future, though, and I can't wait for that stadium next year.
Oh,
That's
it's going to be amazing.
insane.
That looks really nice.
So that's it for college football.
Cool, man. I love it.
What do we want to? How about? Can we carry over to the
Home Run Derby,
Okay,
Mr.
home run derby.
Caminero.
Yeah, we got to do it, man.
So today is the Home Run Derby. So by the time this airs, it already have happened. But I think we talked a little bit briefly about it. But I like Caminero a lot. I think he's coming into the tournament hot. First to commit
so
to it.
hot.
He was a runner-up last year.
Yep.
And then I like Kyle Schwarber as the other guy, which he's the homer because they're playing in Philly.
Yep.
So I like Kyle Schwarber there. And he's a lefty. Apparently, the way that it's working out, two lefties kind of have a favor for the pull based off of the wind direction. So those are my 2 plays on that.
The one thing I love is I didn't even know you could do. So in the fact, I've always bet the home run derby, but I always just bet the winner.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could actually bet per round how many they can actually hit.
Yes.
And a lot of those are set at like 9.5, 8.5. You know what I mean?
I'm glad that you brought that up. So this year they changed the rules. Last year it was kind of like a pitch, like that clock, and basically you try to get as many as you can. This year they went to where it's just 20 pitches. Pretty much you get 20 pitches at your own time. If you can't end on a home run. So if your 20th pitch you hit a home run, you keep going.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Much, yes.
Yeah.
So it'll run that way. So a couple of the players though that they kind of chose to play, like Contreras for Boston. He's one of the oldest, I think, batters out there. I don't know why they chose him because he hasn't really been like hot lately. His line was at like, I think it was like, it was 8.5. I'm like, so I love the under for that.
Under.
I love the under. There were just a couple of players. I'm just like, I think it was easier to fade and then choose the top. Is kind of how I play this.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like Contreras. Ben Rice could go well. Maritaki, he is coming off of a hamstring injury. So you have that. Jordan Walker, he is really young. I mean, he's getting back, but his angle apparently of his projection is kind of low, more of like a stinger, not so much of like a height. So I really like the 2 lead. The favorites are pretty much favorites for a reason. So you can get them about 3-1 on Kyle Schwarber. And then 4-1 on Caminero. So those are my 2 plays on that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a ton of fun. You know what I mean? A ton of fun. I've got a couple of these different things.
It'll be fun.
It should be a lot of fun.
Could you like parlay?
You cannot parlay it.
You can't parlay.
You cannot parlay it.
There's no parlaying.
You got excited for just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the first round, I did pick a couple of unders.
Yeah. But it makes everyone fun to watch.
Every
like
round
I said,
will be fun.
Just throw a little pizza bet on it. Nothing crazy.
Absolutely. No.
Yeah.
It's they got some cool. I think so that they set the line this year at 484.5 yards so it's over under, right?
Yeah.
It's heavily juiced to the over, so they expect someone to hit just some massive bomb.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like -170. So that's every year they have like a line as far as like what's the longest one going to be.
Yeah.
So that's the line. If someone hits it, then you win your bet.
So did you say each round they have like each batter like how many
20
they'll
pitches.
hit?
So
So
the first round's 15 pitches. Second round will be 15.
Okay.
And then it kind of does the same thing. I think they changed the second round. I think
You weed out the lowest guys.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then pretty much you have the 2, and then kind of go from there. So this will be fun. I like it. And then you got your All-Star game, I think, on Wednesday. Is that Wednesday?
Yep.
Yeah. So it'll be kind of fun to watch.
I have been watching a little bit of WNBA. I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. Yeah, the games are on a lot. I'll be just laying on the couch, turning on. I don't really have any plays yet, but I'm starting to because they're not in the playoffs yet. They're still in regular season.
The regular season. The crazy thing is they say that it's actually the easiest to bet because
that's what I've heard.
That's what a lot of the gamblers are saying. It's the easiest.
The handles are lower.
Yeah, handles are lower. It's easier to bet. So I do want to get into it. I have not yet got into that though.
All right. You got anything else covered?
I mean, we got the Open this weekend.
That's right.
Yeah. Good.
Any thoughts on that?
The Open's a big one. Odds-on favorite still Scotty Scheffler.
I don't know how he's still the favorite.
And he got cut last week.
He got cut.
He got cut on the Scottish
Open.
I think this is the first time he got cut in a very long time.
Yeah.
If I've heard that statistic correctly. So it's him, then it's Rory, second odds-on favorite. So I want to look down the list a little bit and kind of pick someone else out. Jackson Sorber from Tampa.
Yeah.
He's like 30 to 50 to 1. I'm like, don't keep money on that.
Yeah.
What's Lowry's numbers?
Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, he got cut last week. He hurt us a little bit.
He hurt us a little bit.
He hurt us a little bit on that play.
There's a lot of hype on him last week.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah, if you're not excited about betting the winner, then just bet
top 10
matchups, like your top 10,
matchups
top 20.
Fun,
it gives you something to just kind of look at, every day, kind of see where they're on the leaderboard and kind of cheer it on. So it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun to see football starting to form a little bit.
I'm telling you, man.
Some other
It's all
stuff
coming
cooking,
together.
So. Well, thank you, Havana Nights, for hosting us. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.